What's going on, guys? Rated Designs here, and you guys just heard my phone go off, but yeah, that was definitely pretty good timing. But yeah, I just wanted to say this is Rated Rants, and this background, real quick, or manipulation type. I wouldn't call this manipulation; it's more just a desktop background that I made for my for so few people. This was really inspired to me by my brother. Been watching him play Diablo 3. He's a big PC guy, and saw this guy King Leoric, and he is just in my opinion, he's a boss of the game, but he's just a boss in general. He looks really cool, so I said, hey, why not make a cool looking background for him? So that's basically what I did, and it's really just this was for my brother, so yeah, definitely for him. Uh, anyways, I just wanted to get started. Today's rated rant, shall I say, is just going to be how you get started on speed art. A lot of people um, are always stumped, and they have these great ideas in their head, and then they just can't get it down on the canvas. They can't get it down on the page. They just can't get it down. So I'm going to tell you guys. I just said toll instead of show, which is pretty cool. But anyways, um, yeah. I'm just going to basically show you guys and tell you guys techniques that you guys can use to basically avoid that. So yeah, let's just get started, I guess. First thing I want to just say is this for in this instance, this was made about a week ago. I was just one day I was sitting down and I was just bored, and I just was like, everyone's just this Diablo game is just going crazy and everybody's going insane about how good this game is. Let's go look it up. So I went up and I looked up Diablo, looked up some cool characters, some stuff, and I scrolled over this guy, and then I read a little bit about him. He is I guess he's the boss of these skeletons or whatever. So basically, I just found some backing area of these skeletons, and I basically just, went to town from there. I really didn't have a general idea of what I wanted to do. Excuse me, but I basically just kind of did it. I didn't really. There was no strings attached. I kind of just went into it, and whatever came out of my mind, whatever happened, just happened. So yeah, that's one way that I do really recommend, especially if you're a designer that knows Photoshop in and out, kind of like me. Not trying to brag, of course, but yeah, I know Photoshop very well. Um, yeah, if you basically, how would I explain it? If you're pretty familiar with Photoshop, the best, I think one of the easiest and best ways to do it is just come up with a concept, put into, have nothing in your mind, listen to some music, and then just go to town. And just my thoughts, that's probably one of the easiest ways I do it. I just kind of do it, and if it comes out awesome, I'll use it. If it comes out really, really bad, not going to use it, of course. But yeah, that's kind of one of the easiest ways that I have found and came across. Another one of the most amazing ways that I do it is just by inspiration. I can't tell you guys how many times I say this to people, not on my YouTube, but to people that ask me this question all the time. I spend hours and hours and hours and hours on hand looking up everything on DeviantArt, Behance, all these different sites that are just for portfolios and all these different things. And I can't tell you. I mean, I get inspired just from looking at the smallest things. Like my latest speed art before this one, which I think was the Lost Island. That one was inspired from another piece. It was actually he did just a building, and I wanted to do more. And I kind of got the idea from this guy. I don't remember what his name was, but yeah, it was just amazing and came out pretty good. Of course, there were a few flaws that I could have fixed easily, but yeah, what can you do? But yeah, anybody who is always stuck on those types of things, and have this image in your head of what you want to do. Best way to do it is go on Google, go on DeviantArt, go on all these different things, and just type it in. Type in your idea. See if people had the same idea as you, and see how they portrayed it. See how they did it. and then see if you can do your own version of it. That's not copying. And even if you do copy, you pretty much had the idea too. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not giving an excuse to copy because I mean there is no excuse to it, but um, definitely if you have an idea in your head, don't just put it away saying I can never do it. I really want to see people do it, and yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that I've always really had in my mind that I've always wanted to tell people, but it's just so many people on Twitter, so many people on Skype that it's so hard to respond to everybody. I mean, 3,000 contacts is very tough, and people don't really realize that, but it's definitely tough. So, but yeah, I'm Rated Designs, guys, and I hope you guys like the shit out of this video, and rate, comment, subscribe, and for more, you know what to do. I'm Rated, and I'm out.